Cabbage is a member of the Brassica family of crops. It is grown in many regions around the world and is a great source of income for smallholder farmers in Somalia. Cabbage provides a multitude of health benefits and is full of essential vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin B6, manganese, fiber, and potassium. There are multiple steps in the cabbage cultivation process. The first being climate, followed by land preparation, planting, irrigation, fertilizer application, harvesting, then storage. Climate requirements. Cabbage grows best in a relatively cool and humid climate. The optimum temperature to grow cabbages is 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Cabbage also grows best in full sunlight. However, being a cool weather crop, they can also tolerate some shade during the day. Land preparation. Cabbages can grow in a wide range of soils, such as mineral, sand, and muck soils. It is a heavy user of nitrogen and potassium, especially early in its growth. But keep in mind, cabbages do not grow well in highly acidic soils. The crop is sensitive to soil acidity, so a soil pH of 6.0 to 6.5 is optimal. When preparing the land, make beds 0.75 meters wide and 20 centimeters high above the ground. Also, leave 0.40 meters wide furrows between each bed. Sowing and transplanting. It is recommended to use seedling trays when growing seedlings. This makes it easy to maintain and transplant the seedlings. When sowing and transplanting, sow 1 to 2 cabbage seeds directly into seedling trays and cover lightly with soil. Seedlings will be ready for transplanting 3 to 4 weeks after sowing. Irrigate your feed before transplanting. Then transplant the seedlings at 40 centimeters apart upon rows that are also 40 centimeters apart. Keep in mind, it is important that cabbage should not be grown in the same place 2 years in a row. Crop rotation is necessary because cabbages use too many nutrients from the soil. Crop irrigation. Consistent crop watering of cabbages is important for an efficient growth. Cabbages need a consistent supply of moisture with a minimum of 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, of water per week. The 2 common methods for irrigation are subsurface irrigation and drip irrigation. Subsurface irrigation is the watering of plants through buried plastic tubes containing embedded emitters. This method is most effective on sandy soil. Drip irrigation is a method that allows water to drip slowly to the roots of plants through a network of tubes on the soil surface. Fertilizer application. Cabbages have specific fertilizer requirements that depend on the type of soil as well as the nutrients available in that soil. If soils are low in organic matter, 1 to 2 handfuls of manure or fertilizer per planting hole is recommended. For low phosphorus soils, a basic dressing of phosphate at 200 kilograms per hectare is recommended. After planting cabbages, a top dressing of nitrogen fertilizer at a rate of 100 kilograms per hectare should be applied, followed by a second dressing at the rate of 200 kilograms per hectare when the leaves start to fold. Harvesting and storage. Cabbage is often hand harvested when heads are firm and before cracking begins. If you are putting cabbages into storage, they should be harvested in a slightly immature stage. This will result in the heads retaining their green color for a longer period of time, and also ensure that there is adequate air circulation. One way to ensure adequate air circulation is to use pallet boxes to store cabbages. Diseases. There are several diseases to look out for, such as black rot, ALTERNARIA leaf spot, and the turnip mosaic virus. Black rot. With black rot, dark spots and blackened veins appear on the plant, and infected seedlings systematically become yellow, drop lower leaves, and may die. To manage this disease, grow resistant varieties of cabbages with certified disease-free seeds. Grow cabbages on raised beds with mulching. And finally, remove, burn, or deep plow all crop debris after harvest to reduce the ability of the bacterium to survive in the soil. Alternaria leaf spot. Alternaria leaf spot is present when yellow and black lesions appear on the surface of cabbage leaves and can severely damage the crop if they are uncontrolled. To manage this disease, use certified disease-free seeds. Maintain regular crop rotation. Turnip mosaic virus. Turnip mosaic virus is present when there are pale and yellow spots on infected leaves, systematic vein clearing, and irregular or stunted growth. To manage this disease, control any aphid infestations in your plants. Remove infected plant debris, and keep the soil weed-free and remove crop residues. Pests. There are several pests that often attack cabbage plants. The most common of these pests are aphids, diamondback moths, and BAGRADA bugs. Aphids. Aphids live in cool, dry weather and cause a distortion of plant leaves, such as a leaf curl. To manage these pests, use insecticidal soaps. Remove weeds as they attract aphids, and implement crop rotation. Diamondback moths. The diamondback moth is a serious pest that attacks all cabbage species. The adult form is brown, about 10 millimeters long, and they feed on leaf tissue while making small holes in them. To manage these pests, use an insecticide and check regularly to see if the pests are still present. BAGRADA bugs. BAGRADA bugs are 5 to 7 millimeters long and are black and shield-shaped with orange markings on their backs. Both adults and nymphs cause damage to leaves by feeding on them. To manage these pests, use an insecticide. Practice crop hygiene by destruction, ensuring that when destroying your selected crops, that you get all the BAGRADA bugs that are present